dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun dun.
Oh
oh
no.
no.
Ugh.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah. Do you want to keep singing that song?
Dun 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 dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
oh,
So which
Uh,
would
song did you start with?
I thought it was gonna be Game of Thrones, and then it turned into pirates. Is
yep.
that what
Yeah.
happened?
That's
Okay.
Your
correct. I just
perception
want to
is
make sure that
correct.
you knew you were starting with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's an ongoing, just for the audience. It's an ongoing joke that I can't do the Game of Thrones theme without turning it into the Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
There's a lot of songs that you can't hum along to without turning it into the Pirates of the Caribbean song.
Okay, the
Like a
Pirates
weird
themes,
number.
like the pirate soundtrack is fantastic.
Mhm.
So like understandable why you would want to hum it.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. So wait, it looks like crying's on the agenda,
Oh
maybe.
well, yes. Uh-huh.
But because it's over, no.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun,
Na,
dun,
na.
dun, dun, dun,
Zendaya is a
dun,
Michi too.
dun.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay, so but to continue the fun, we do have events in our Discord sometimes, and also if you're a Patreon subscriber, we have some stuff that goes on. So yeah, that if you love what happened this weekend, the four of you who are still with us, I actually don't see how many viewers we have right now. Then
Several.
you can join our Discord and come on down. That was my time to talk. Someone else talk now.
Nope. This whole agenda was watch Hudson vamp. That was you walked away from the
Yeah.
cameras and we decided that was the activity.
It was just almost an hour of vamping. Just that was literally the agenda.
Well, no, we have. I mean, as much as I didn't want this to turn into Twilight Saga cast, if we're vamping, then that's what it has to be.
TikTok
Ooh.
has decided that I need to see Twilight TikToks. Uh, I don't know
Sorry.
why.
Yeah.
Again, it's a thing with Google. You'd think that if they're really stealing all my data, that they would know that I don't want that in my life. I want gay TikTok and humorous TikTok, cat TikTok, some frog TikTok during the day. But then at like 4 a.m., I need weird, long, Furby TikTok. Just truly surreal, Dadaist bullshit that will make me question everything about life that I will send to somebody else.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
weird, absurdist,
Nick,
surrealist
did you see
stuff.
the one I sent to the Orpheus chat?
Maybe.
The one that's you, me, Dan, and Rob?
Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
A
that's super
long,
weird.
a long Furby pulling baby heads out of a Teletubby long Furby into a pot of boiling water while gentle music plays in the background.
Yeah, that was really scary, and I clicked that right when
Yeah,
I woke up, and I could not
yeah.
process it. Thank you for putting that image back in my
Just
head. I was
letting you
like,
know
it's so
that's what
weird. I
I
don't
get
remember
at
that.
4 a.m.
Wow,
Yeah,
not good.
I don't want Twilight. I want that.
Ugh.
So,
Okay.
today, everyone, we have a ranking, right? What are those called?
Rankings? Yes.
We
Rankings.
have a
Okay.
Maymay.
We have a
A
Maymay.
We
Maymay.
have a
We made Maymays,
Maymay.
and they're great Maymays. Do we want to pull that up? Is it time
I
or?
don't know.
Oh, it's not a bit. Like,
No, that's legit
I'm
a
not
video.
selling any bit. That is a legit thing.
Oh yeah.
I will put it in the not safe for work
Okay.
room on the tabletop Discord.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
real
the only
one.
place for it.
I have more. I promise you, there is no bit. Like I will go for a bit. I love bits, but this is not one. I gotta do that now.
Great.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm already in the not safe for work room.
Oh, great.
Now
Convenient.
fortuitous.
Just remember you did this to yourselves.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I have to go in through my phone because I have another one I can send too that involves an easy bake oven and worms on a string.
Ooh, worms on a string.
So
A
the closing
a
ceremony
classic.
of our con. I don't want to end on this note.
I want to end on this.
Gotta end on a positive note.
Hello.
We're gonna end on a
Yeah.
I'm a little
positive note.
baby and I can't handle long Furbies and worms on a string.
I legit can't though.
Yeah, no, thank you.
They have been sent. Watch at your own risk.
No.
But yes,
Or don't.
We do have a memes.
All right, I will now transfer over to the memes.
Get that good memes.
Welcome. Here are the memes.
The memes.
The memes.
Oh, it's banana related?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you that.
Oh, we didn't reveal to you what this even was, did we?
No. A lot of this
Uh,
con has been don't
it
tell
was-
Nick what we're doing.
It was in our Discord chat. He could have looked.
I could have.
So all right, we have a classic meme chart. Peels bananas themselves. Asks someone else to peel banana. Cuts open banana peel. Doesn't even try to peel banana. Swallows banana whole without peeling.
Oh, there's a lot to unpack here, I think.
Where is Sabos?
Oh man.
I feel like Sabos is a swallows banana without peeling, personally.
You know, though.
I feel
but
like
Not
Sabos
successfully. Tries to, and then it doesn't work out.
is one of those people that eventually sees somebody else on the crew peeling a banana and is like, "Oh, is that how you do that?" Oh, I gotta send
Yeah.
this all the
Uh-oh.
way to the back. And now I can put that there. And then we have Tink.
Hey.
Is Tink a cuts open banana?
Yeah, wait, well.
Or is Tink ask someone else to peel banana?
I don't know if I can judge. I think someone else needs to judge for me.
I feel like Tink asked someone else to peel the banana because Tink forgot his banana knife. And seeing
'Cause,
someone do it barehanded is
I
impressive.
feel like Tink has a very specific way the banana has to be cut.
Yeah, it has to be cut at an angle into eighths.
Oh, I agree with
Exactly.
Molar Duck in the chat that says Tink peels from the opposite direction.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
always one of those people. I don't know.
I do that too, actually, in real life, because yeah.
I can't imagine Tink not being weirdly specific about how. So, but maybe that is someone peels the banana themselves, but then cuts the banana into very specific shapes.
Yeah, like
Is that
origami bananas.
What?
I could see that, I think.
Like
or do
cutting
we
it
just
into
want to keep
shapes.
him in cuts open banana peel?
I'll keep
I
it.
mean, he
'Cause if
does.
he already has the knife to cut the banana into very specific sizes, why not
Yeah,
use it for the peel?
yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yeah.
Why get your fingers dirty if you don't have to?
Yeah, that's
That's a
real.
good
That's
point.
real life Hudson energy
It
right
would be
there.
such a pain to get the banana out of your fur.
Yeah. All right. Ziana. I feel like Ziana, when alone, peels the banana themselves, no problem. But if someone else is there, she will toss the banana at that person and tell him to open it for her.
So
Yeah.
ask someone to peel the banana is probably the best option then.
Like middle of the line.
Yeah.
Because she
Between
asked
the
someone
two.
else to peel the banana solely because she can.
Yeah.
And not because she can't. Just,
Because it's fun to throw bananas at people.
The chat agrees with you, Lilith.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Karma. I feel like Karma is either peels banana themselves or cuts open the banana peel.
Karma's just gonna peel the banana.
Peeled.
Yeah.
The only reason I would say cut open banana is just the mom thing of like cutting it into the slices. So
Yeah,
maybe
but
she would
so,
slice
like-
down, peel, and then slice the banana.
So like I guess you could see if like when the twins were younger, potentially they refused to eat like slightly browning bananas, but insisted that they be cut up. Maybe for lunches, she cut it up into chunks and then just like did the apple thing where you keep it together to keep it from browning. But like if she's eating a banana, she's just gonna open it.
Yep. All right.
You just
Okay.
blew my mind with the way to keep your apples from browning, by the way.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of the oxidation.
Yeah, that would mean it makes sense.
Oxygen. It's
That
kind
all
of the
of-
same thing of like
Really?
with like avocados and guacamole. The best way to prevent browning is just to very tightly wrap it with plastic, like a saran wrap.
Well,
Like
yeah,
just
as long
putting
as
the
you do
pit
the
in there
appropriate
isn't gonna
sacrifices above it.
like. I hate the whole just put the pit in the container with it. Like what? That's not gonna do anything. Like it won't brown underneath the pit, but that's because there's no oxygen there.
Hmm.
Squeeze of lime juice, saran wrap, smoosh it down.
Smoosh it.
I think the real
Smoosh it.
solution for guacamole is to just eat all of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
if you don't have leftover guacamole, you don't have to worry about it browning.
Nick,
Oh, I got this one.
how do you eat a banana?
No, I'll
So,
answer for Nick.
Please answer for me.
Nick can't even. Nick doesn't even try to peel it because you have to inspect the product, not destroy it.
That shows an inherent not understanding of what I do.
I
with
actually
my
have no idea how you do it
Is
for
to
work.
take the temperature of the
No,
banana.
Cameron, no. That's like just a joke from Cameron to me. That was brutal. So I will say you actually do destroy product when you inspect it.
Oh.
But also
Yeah,
when you're
because you
inspecting it, you
won't-
don't eat it.
Yeah,
But
because
you cut
inspecting
it
tends
open.
to involve like putting a like thermometer or various like other probe things into it, and then
Mm,
once you puncture, you can't sell that.
yeah, generally
That's not
not.
safe.
Mm.
But for banana specifically, it's actually a series of 2 cuts that you do to the fruit. You peel one finger off. Fun fact for bananas for the day: a single banana is called a finger. A group of them, like you would buy at the store, is called a hand.
Oh.
No, bananas have tiny little hands and fingers.
That too. And so you break off one of the fingers and you don't like that. You'll cut it at the top, like where the stem is, almost all the way through, but leave a little bit of the peel and you peel down so that you get the top layer of the skin to come off. Because what you're looking for there is any consistent browning, which would show temperature damage. And then you cut horizontally along it so that you get like a half moon shape because you also need to see how the color of the inside of the banana is changing. You want that like sugary kind of manila color to come up as it gets more ripe. So that's how you inspect a banana. Also, the crispness of the peel and the amount of latex that it exudes are ways that you can tell how ripe it has gotten. So if you're asking during an inspection, I absolutely cut open a banana because like you don't want to try to peel one of those. You'll get covered in latex and it ruins everything. At home, I'm one of the people who peels them backwards. Because in college I was in a leadership class where the chancellor of the university told the story about how that's how chimpanzees peel bananas and like they seem to know what's going on.
It works pretty well because you kind of just pinch and then
Yep.
pull and it comes off in like just 2 chunks versus
And then
having to like pull it back a bunch.
And then you've got a cool handle on the end. So
Yep.
try it. But I probably peel the banana myself. Yeah. If it's me personally. I was
So
not expecting to be
banana
on the character
latex
chart.
is not the same as like the latex you are thinking of. It's just like a different kind of sap that is similar.
Yeah. Although someone told me the last time I brought this up that people with latex allergies are often allergic to bananas, so it may
That's just because
be
like similar compounds.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In the same way that like a shrimp is not the exact same thing as a lobster, but if you're allergic to shrimp, you're probably also allergic to lobster because
That
of
makes sense.
like similar like evolution and stuff.
Yeah, the food industry has a lot of stuff where they call things things that is not what they are. They just like take words and use them for other stuff, and you just have to
Yeah.
kind of know what that means. Fun story. Everybody in the know in the produce industry calls asparagus grass. because they think that's a cool thing to shorten asparagus to.
And
um,
do they know?
Why?
Do they know?
I don't think so. Well, like the thing is, like this is my boss one time walked up to me in a warehouse and said, "Hey, what's the size on that grass?" As I was helping someone with an inspection, and the question is like, "What?
I would be
What?
like,
I
I don't
don't know."
know,
The
an eighth? What are you what are
the
you doing here?
well, so it actually is size small, medium, large, jumbo, extra large, or extra large jumbo. Like it has a thing. It has to do with the diameter. That's a whole different conversation. We're getting way too deep into
I have
inspections.
never purchased marijuana
in
in
jumbo size.
jumbo. Never once has that been an option. Jumbo. I would be
Thank you,
open to
Waller Duck.
that, but
Oh man.
it's never come up.
Okay, we need the Nick Robertson Produce Hour. The chat has declared
Oh,
next year,
Next
next
time.
con.
maybe that'll be a Patreon event or something.
Yeah.
Like we'll set up a camera and I'll actually cut stuff and talk through what an inspection looks like. But that is we have all talked too much this weekend. I am not signing up for another hour on top of everything we've done already.
Not right
Apples
now.
revisited.
Later.
Later.
There will be installments.
Yeah, really. We can
Tushy
vote on what
Station
you
Movie
want to learn
Club
about.
is now about produce.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Back to bananas. Where is Falx?
Where's Falx? I feel like Falx probably
Fork?
asks someone else to peel it.
Yeah,
Is
that's
he
what I was thinking.
thinking?
Ask someone else to peel it.
He
Kind of
doesn't
likes
do
to
a
feel
lot himself.
likes to feel in control, and yeah, wouldn't want to.
Falx has his chef peel the banana for him.
Ah, yes. Chef peeled bananas.
Falx hasn't had a chef in like 2 years.
And so that's why he hasn't eaten a banana in 2 years.
I'm sure he had a banana daiquiri
Assuming
at some
there
point.
even are bananas in the Star Wars universe.
There probably are. I'll look it up
Yeah,
on
but
Wikipedia.
he didn't make the banana daiquiri.
Yeah, no, he purchased it.
Yeah. All right, creamsicle. I feel like creamsicle is either. Well, obviously, ask someone else to peel the banana because somebody else has to open the banana.
Doesn't
or
even try.
Doesn't even try and just starts eating the banana, including the peel.
I'd say second one.
Yeah, just like
I'd say
holds it, just starts.
Creamsicle's not likely to ask one of the crew to do it.
Actually, creamsicle might be a hold it on both ends.
Eat it like
And
corn.
Eat it like a corn on the cob until it breaks at some point and then has 2 weird chunks of banana.
Yeah,
And
I
eats
think that's
that.
fair.
Yeah.
Do we want me to read the banana article from Wikipedia? It's very long.
But first, where is HK?
HK? He's not gonna peel banana. Why would he?
So swallows banana whole without peeling.
I would say doesn't even try to peel.
I don't think he's
peel
gonna
the banana.
eat it.
Yes.
He's not gonna eat it, but
swallows. Yeah, you can swallow something without eating it.
like
He
if
doesn't
HK
even
wanted.
try. Because he's using it as a bludgeoning weapon.
Oh, you're right.
Well, and also the problem is like HK doesn't have a throat, so how is he swallowing things? Like he could stick it into his chest cavity, but
Look,
like he doesn't
there
even have a
are a
mouth.
lot of solutions we can think of over the next 40 minutes for how to swallow something without using your throat. I don't think that is this stream though.
Probably,
Feel like
probably not.
for that you needed to click more than just intended for mature audiences.
That's a different website, most likely.
Yeah, like that's a whole nother thing.
So, like, okay, something that's canon apparently is that there's something called banana men. That's a species of droids, and Bowler Duck just posted about it in chat.
What? What?
Banana man?
Banana men. It's in
Man.
Wikipedia. It's in
Banana man.
StarWars.fandom.com
Oh, they
I
are
feel like-
yellow.
/wiki/ /banana men.
I feel like
Banana
Bowler
man.
Duck just made this article
Banana
when we were
man.
looking.
The content of this article was cut, so there was more.
Oh
No, it was cut from the final canon source. So actually, it never made it into the game, it looks like. Okay.
Designed the Banana Men for use in the canon mobile game Star Wars Uprising.
Wow.
However, the concept was never approved, let alone added to the game.
The Wikipedia article for banana states bananas were a yellowish, that's hard to say. Someone say yellowish. There we go.
Yellowish.
Thank you. Yellowish green fruit found in the galaxy. They sometimes had brown spots after growing too ripe. Bananas were typically the shape of a crescent. And then it says this article doesn't have any more information, but the source is Monsters and Aliens from George Lucas, a non-canonical appearance. So apparently somewhere
Huh.
in Monsters and Aliens from George Lucas,
Somebody mentions a banana.
there's a banana in the back. It's a 1993 book by Bob Corral. It contains biographical information for beings and creatures seen in concept art and photos from various Lucasfilm productions. So probably
I know that you said beings and creatures, but I did hear beings.
I heard
and
beans.
creatures. Did you hear? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm
until
not
you
the
said
only
beings,
one.
I thought he meant beans, and I just wasn't going to question it.
the cookbook apparently.
Good.
Oh my gosh. That'd be a fun activity. We just have people watch us dig around in Wikipedia and read things disbelievingly.
What's interesting is in the Banana Men concept art, they've got Empire rank bars happening.
So they were droids who adopted organic materials. And
Like bananas?
apparently, I don't know. For some reason, Star Wars likes to get a little weird with the ethics on droids and likes to think of droids that want to be people as evil. Because always Nick, you have no ear. I hate to inform you, but your ear disappeared for a bit. Okay, you're you're good again.
Yay, good.
But yeah, quite often when there are droids who are covered in organic stuff, they always seem to be evil. Star Wars, come on, get it together. Why are you like this?
Okay, I went to Wikipedia's front page, and it had Star Wars: The Bad Batch, and I read Star Wars: The Bad Bitch.
Everyone's been doing that. Like, it has been so bad.
Yeah.
Every time I see it, I'm like, yeah, Star Wars: The Bad Bitch. I'm like, I'd watch that show. Like, I assume there's like some good Taylor Swift like theme music.
Yep. Yep. Oh gosh.
I would
I
watch
think it would be fun.
Would it be about Phasma? Would it be about Kira? Would it be about Palpatine?
Ooh.
Would it be about
If I was given free reign over a Star Wars show, animated, and the only thing that is set is that it is called The Bad Bitch. Absolutely 100% it is Asajj, and we are retconning that whole Quinlan Voss bullshit. No, you look at Asajj and you're like, yeah, that woman will date a man. No, bad. Shame on you. And if it was gonna be a man, Quinlan Voss, excuse me, no, shame. You know that woman is gonna flirt with Obi-Wan, knowing full well that they are never gonna get together, and that he has a long-term complicated relationship with Maul, and then she's gonna have her own girlfriend or partner. Like, they might be non-binary, but I know they are not Quinlan Voss.
Yeah, he's a garbage.
And that we are not gonna kill off a a woman character so that a male character can have some redemption bullshit. No. It's going to be her going on fun adventures, flirting with Obi-Wan, going on bounties because she's going to become a morally ambiguous bounty hunter.
Doesn't
It's
she
gonna be
do that
so
in
much
Clone
fun.
Wars?
Yeah, like we're gonna
Yeah.
continue that, following her, being a morally ambiguous bounty hunter, maybe learning some life lessons along the way, beating people up. Uh, she goes to Tatooine and just like heckles the fuck out of Obi-Wan, being like, "What the fuck are you gonna do? You can't leave this planet anymore. You can't come chase me."
Now you
And
fucked up.
and that's just like my ideal Star Wars show.
I
Is
really liked
Asajj Ventress just heckling Obi-Wan, knowing that he can't follow her off of Tatooine.
Michael's suggestion that the Bad Bitch show would be a different Bad Bitch for each episode, kind of like Forces of Destiny, but longer
Oh
and
yeah,
better.
Maybe
Yeah.
Asajj is just the main person the show follows, but every so often you get a side episode that follows somebody else. So like maybe one episode it is Phasma, and maybe another episode it's Palpatine or Obi-Wan, and maybe we get more Aura Singh, because I do not believe she died after being pushed off that cliff. She's resourceful. She's a fighter. She
That's what
put
the
up with
antenna is for.
she put up with Boba Fett for so many years. She made it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well, on off of that tangent, um, that was a really good tangent though, and I
Yeah.
really
Was that
wish
a
you could
tangent?
create
What had we been talking about prior to that?
Bananas, I think.
Bananas,
Oh.
bananas and then bad bitches.
soup tubes.
No,
No.
we said we
No.
weren't going to talk about
Bananas.
that more.
No.
Did we? Did we?
We said probably.
Bananas.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I just remembered?
What?
One time in the 90s, there was a promotional series at Taco Bell about Star Wars when the movies came out, and you could get collectible like stickers or cards or something, and if you collected them, you could turn them in for money like Monopoly. Like the McDonald's Monopoly game, but Taco Bell had their own version. I'm going to look this
Huh.
up. This was a thing.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
But then again, we didn't do fast food a lot growing up, and it usually was not Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Not do Taco Bell.
we did fast food, but Taco Bell was straight out. I don't think I had Taco Bell until I met y'all, actually.
It was usually Taco Cabana, if we were doing that, or like McDonald's or Burger King, and I would just be sad because I didn't really like it, except maybe the chicken nuggets. But like very quickly as a child, I stopped liking the chicken nuggets.
Oh, I love
So
their chicken nuggets.
spongy. They're
I
so
still love their chicken
gross.
nuggets.
But yeah, mostly it was Taco Cabana, and we'd get tacos.
Yeah, that works.
And then we moved to an area that there was a Taco Bell really close.
No, they had toys. They had toys and drink toppers, which look ridiculous.
Oh.
I see in the chat Solicitor 6
Drink-
says,
Drink toppers?
Yeah.
A Hummer with an Imperial symbol on the hood. I feel like there's some symbolism there. A Hummer.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
The episode
Imperial
1 thing was with
symbol.
Pizza Hut, KFC, and Taco Bell, and you had to go to all the restaurants to collect things. And the drink topper. Oh wow, this person has all the drink toppers. Let me just send the link to the
yeah,
drink
I
toppers.
did to see.
Also, I really like Taco Cabana, and the closest one to us closed down.
Did
at
it?
some
Yep.
towards the one on El Dorado.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
that El Dorado one is closed.
Mm-hmm.
The Pollo Tropical had closed a while before.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That is now some sort of chicken finger thing. But yeah, the
Yeah.
Taco Cabana, they're
Yeah.
closed. And now it's just, I think, the one in Denton.
Oh my gosh,
And
we need these so
it,
bad.
It makes me so sad.
Okay, just go to Google, type in Taco Bell Star Wars drink toppers, and go to images, and you'll see what I mean. Because I can't show
okay,
all these
fine.
images.
Taco Bell Star Wars.
Drink
Everyone
Taco
watch us
Bell
Google.
Star Wars cup toppers. You couldn't screen share this?
What?
Wait, maybe I can.
Oh, I remember those. I remember those in the commercial.
Oh my god.
And I remember asking my mother if we could go to Taco Bell so I could get them. And of course she said no because she hated me.
There's a
So I
Sebulba.
didn't get one. I wanted Mall.
There's a Sebulba.
I wanted Mall.
Sebulba has a steering wheel so he can drive your cup around.
I don't think they saw the end of the movie when they designed these, but I enjoyed the fact that it is just the top half of Mall on a cup.
Ah, that is very funny. Now the bad news is it's looking like this eBay listing I found for the entire collection is starting at $99. So
A small price to pay for Sebulba Cop Tupper.
Oh, I'm getting the screen share,
Cup
and so we will
topper.
all be able
There
to
it
see
is.
this soon.
There it is, not Top Cupper.
that's a different thing.
That's a very different thing. A cup topper.
Okay, here's what it looks like. I have it on the stream now. So we have a variety of yeah, there's mall going on, and oh man, they're just all here's all of them. I guess there's that one. What is this monster? Oh, what is it called?
What?
It's the one with the green hat, and it's a green alien that's like a frog alien.
Me.
I think it's a Jar Jar Binks alien.
Can I zoom? Oh, I can't.
Gungan?
Oh yeah, that's Boss Nass. That's like
Okay.
Is that Boss Nass?
Mhm.
I'm trying to see it on my phone. It's so small.
Big Boss Nass. Yep.
Mine is so pixelated I can't see where you're pointing at all.
Oh, there's a
So-
buy
I'm
it now
looking
for $35 to get all 11, including mall. That's not
You
a
should
bad
do it.
That
deal.
seems cheap.
That seems
That
like they're
seems-
used. Are they used?
I mean, you
They're
can
cup
wash them. Like, we have soap and water. We can do it. We have the technology.
$35 seems like that's a picture.
A small
of them.
price to pay
That also, the thing is,
for
like,
limited edition Taco Bell cup toppers.
as the chat points out, we can, what is it? Someone says there has to be a Tumblr of people making that mall and gluing different legs to it.
Like my plushies, but different.
Yeah.
I also, as I was moving that little table to put up my nicer green screen, Maul fell off of it.
Oh no.
And it was the legs, and just one pair of legs. So just he and one pair of legs tumbled off in a perfect recreation of that scene.
Too real.
It was beautiful.
Too real.
Yes.
Well, thank you for showing everybody those pictures, Hudson, and for taking us down that trip down memory lane. The weird thing is I don't remember that, but my brain feels like I do. Like I'm currently making up memories of commercials and things that I know I never saw.
No, I absolutely remember those. And specifically just the Taco Bell ones. I don't remember any of the other ones.
The Pizza Hut KFC?
The Pizza Hut ones or KFC. Like those, it's one of those things where I see them I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense that there would be like a Padme one. But I specifically remember the Taco Bell ones. And now that I think about it, yeah, I definitely wanted to go to Taco Bell just to get those. But we didn't.
Now I want Taco Bell. We might have to do that later.
Is to celebrate. I'll go
But
get
they don't
some.
have the Phantom Menace cup topper.
Can I call and ask, because maybe someone's worked there for a while and has one just like in the back?
In the back.
Sophie. Yeah, we have a few in the back actually. We've been holding on to these since '99. This store wasn't even built until 2016, but somehow we still have them.
Oh yeah, ours
They
wasn't built till the
disappeared.
late 2010s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that store was built until
Mid 2010s, I
before or
bet.
after we moved in.
It was before we moved in, but
Slightly
not by
before,
much.
but yeah.
So it's
not-
like an
not
ancient
much.
Jedi temple. When you build a new one, you have to like
Just things
hide an
appear.
artifact in it to make sure that it gets all the right magic.
Yeah.
Also, there's a reason we get along with Michael, because Michael immediately said, "I always want Taco Bell." Yeah.
Yeah, the
Some
pot.
of it is just like it's the one it's one of the only fast food places around that I can consistently eat at and be happy about. Because like Arby's. Arby's is a lot of meat, and so I'm left with curly fries most of the time.
And mozzarella sticks that are really bad usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're back to the conversation from the Palpatine hour. We've circled back.
yeah,
We've
no.
circled back.
Synth Weasel JW said, I remember the contest having Pog-like tokens. Yes, that is what I remember too, but I can't find pictures of them. But I'll Google
I don't
later.
remember.
They
I
were
don't
all
know.
redeemed for unholy pacts
Unholy packs.
with the Colonel himself.
This is also making me remember that I need to, at some point, call my father and yell at him. Not for anything else he did throughout my life, but because he was always so insistent that we not spend our Chuck E. Cheese tickets, because trying to get us to save them up so we could buy a bigger, nicer item. And then we never got to use the tickets. We had a giant fucking bag of tickets. And we just eventually got to a point where we were slightly too old for Chuck E. Cheese, and we never went back for the tickets.
Would they accept them now?
Almost certainly not. They're also like going under, aren't
They are bankrupt, yes. I think they're still open, but they are bankrupt.
So I feel like if they're going bankrupt, that means you can bring in the tickets and exchange them for like one of the animatronic band members or something.
Oh gosh, why would you do that?
I
Oh,
don't
but
know.
yes, Molar, we do live in
No.
Texas. There are actual places to get real good tacos. Most of those are not drive-through, and unfortunately, we live in a very bizarre area of
It's
Texas
just Sonics.
that is not really rural because there are houses and shit, but it's not like full like suburban city. It's like this weird, it is right on the edge of where suburb stops before you get to rural. Like when I drive to the post office, I literally pass cows and horses, multiple different pastures of cows and horses, and more than one horse doctor vet, and a gun and propane shop. I believe the gun shop is separate from the propane and propane accessories shop, but they do seem to be in the same like connected building. And like that is the drive I take to get to the post office. Like,
Well, and if you go the other way, there's the taxidermy shop.
yeah, there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is a small
Yeah.
taxidermy shop that is just like somebody's house with like an added on prefab shed thing where the
Mhm.
taxidermy happens.
Y'all might have seen the
Yep.
memes like of the tanning salon slash movie rental slash gun shop slash
Yeah.
taxidermy. That is
Uh-huh.
literally like on the way to my family's house from where we live.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
passed that. So we are the
Uh,
meme. We live in the meme.
Which is slightly different than the cheese and taxidermy 18 wheeler that was our Christmas photo when I was 4 years old and we moved to Wisconsin. We passed it and we're like, ooh, this is gold. A cheese and taxidermy 18 wheeler. I don't remember if it was converted and it was inside or if that was just the ad, like the sign was just someone had bought that big 18 wheeler like container, but it said cheese and taxidermy, and if that doesn't sense Wisconsin, what does?
Well,
So
I have not heard that story before, and I'm very interested if the cheese has been impacted by the taxidermy in any way.
More
I will
flavor.
have to see if my dad has any of our old photos.
I thought you were going to say
Uh,
cheese.
I'm
if
sure
my
my
dad
dad
still
has
has any of
cheese.
it.
Like my dad's refrigerator and pantry makes no goddamn sense, but he does always have cheese. We have cheese. We have a lot of cheese right now, but no taxidermy.
Dang.
Processed bones and skulls, but no taxidermy. They're different. Oh no, not Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Jones
Yeah.
barbecue and foot massage.
Foot
That came up. That came up
massage.
in the chat, and I remember I showed you all that during
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
you did.
tabletop squadron
right
recording.
before recording.
But anyways, yes, sadly we
Yes.
are a decent enough drive from like any good taco cart or stall that it makes it a little hard to go get a proper good taco.
Yeah. Luckily, we have Taco Bell. Thank goodness.
It's different. I don't feel like you can compare
Yeah,
them.
you're not comparing it. It's yeah. I wonder if cheese is affected by the taxidermy. Yeah, that's what you walk back in on. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Jackie.
I
There's no
mean,
context.
really, I assume it was two different sides of the shop.
Hopefully.
I would hope.
So
Because then you have to ask, are they stuffing it or are they holding it? Like when you get your squirrel, is it stuffed with Gouda or is it holding a little wheel of Gouda? Or do they make it so the squirrel is just holding and you buy the Gouda separately? I don't know why I feel like a squirrel and Gouda goes together,
Because it's
but
round. It'd be like a little
there's a
wheel of
lot of other
Gouda.
round things.
I
But
don't like any of these combinations.
Do you think it
Squirrel
just kind of
Gouda?
like
Yeah,
holds
no.
and you can change out the various cheeses as long as it's like a certain dimension? Like it has to fit in the little hands.
I would legit
A
eat.
raccoon might be better.
Yeah, probably. But I would legit eat cheese that was called Squirrel Gouda. I would try
Mhm.
it. It might be good.
that sounds good. So back to the con.
Oh yeah.
Anywho,
What was everyone's favorite part of the con? If you have had time to think about that.
Hmm. Hmm. I really enjoyed all of our great guests, everybody who came on the show. Not the show, I guess, but anyone who came and spent their time teaching us about things on the various other panels are very near and dear
And,
to my
and,
heart.
and Jackie, no, absolutely not. Uh, no.
we had a meme.
Oh, we had
Yeah.
20 minutes. 20 minutes of planning that happened right before this when certain people were in the bathroom. So like they came back and discovered what we had done.
Hmm.
So, anyways, Nick, what was
Yeah.
that?
I was trying to say something heartwarming about all of our friends who came and like genuinely taught me stuff. It was very cool. I'm not gonna list them all because I love them all nearly and dearly, and I know
Oh,
we
you
going
don't
to
you don't want to list them all? Do you want me to list them all?
Well, are we getting to the point where we say thank you, or are we talking about our favorites right now?
I mean, yours was a good lead in, and then we can continue
why
talking
don't
about
you
our favorites.
why don't you list them all, Cameron?
Okay, we have thank yous for Aaron for both the group world building as well as being a fabulous teammate for Hudson in the quiz show. Got mine and Nick's fabulous quiz mates, Katie and Michael. Ha.
Also, Aaron
Uh,
there just a repeat.
yes, just Hudson's teammate. Got Christelle working with Lilith on the fashion. Uh, Molar Duck kicking Nick's butt on grenades. Just
Thanks for that.
totally. Joe and Quinn did a fabulous panel on bleed. That
Very good.
very good. Brian and Melissa's panel on running games for neurodivergent players. Wow, I'm just struggling with that word. Was fantastic today. And then the aquatic gaming under the sea with Richard, Megan, Whitney, and Taylor was very fun, talking about how terrifying the ocean is. And then Christopher for helping us mod all of the live stuff, and then also feeding us on Thursday.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Chris.
Thank
You're
you to
great.
everyone.
Thanks
Yay.
everybody for coming and hanging out with us. It was
Yeah,
lots
it
of
was really
fun.
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing, Lilith? If you have
I
one
don't
yet.
like picking favorites. It's very hard.
You don't have
what
to.
springs to your mind first? What's a thing you would like to recollect? Because we've already hit all of our guests, so
The live show was fun.
Mm-hmm.
that's good. That gives me warm fuzzies.
I had a fun time. Yes, ending. I'm very proud of us on the fashion panel, Christelle and I, for like only going over like 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
good.
you know, honestly, I think we probably started 3 minutes late. So we somehow did that in 1 hour, and we didn't get lost in weird minutia of Star Wars fashion. And I feel like if we do this again, or anything similar, we will have to have a panel on something very specific so that we can truly just shout about one thing for an hour.
Bowler Duck says, and you only about a third of it was about Padme, which is impressive, which is a good call out. That's true.
Only, yeah. Like,
When you consider how many outfits she has, like,
it's so many outfits. And like when you see Star Wars fashion stuff, is always first. Because like a lot of Star Wars fashion gets real similar.
mhm.
Because like Han, Poe, Finn, Cad Bane, you can all kind of throw them onto one slide. You're like, yes, Western boys.
I don't know if I would put Cad Bane in with the other three
A
protagonists.
Western boy?
I mean, I wouldn't say the
Fashion
others.
wise. Not
Supreme Western boy though,
personality-wise.
because added a hat,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like
so a rank above the
fashion-wise-
rest.
Fashion-wise.
Okay.
Those out do I need to get did you see the slide?
I did see the slide. It was a very good slide. It was my
and
favorite slide.
you're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
Okay, there was some hubris there, and I apologize.
Sister was a witch.
That's great.
Cad Bane is a Western boy along with the rest of them. Okay.
Western boy. Okay, so Cameron, what about you?
Uh, so the mission accomplished game I ran yesterday was very fun and very weird, as that game is often, just often is. And then I had a lot of fun with the Q&A panel as well.
Yep. And then yeah, Nick, you answered. You love people.
I did, but I do want to give a shout out to the people who won my lottery game. Playing with them, playing Edge of the Empire was very fun. I will never get the Chaos Quadruplets out of my head. And Fwan is a terror unleashed upon the galaxy as well, which is very scary. They played an Ewok modeled after somebody's real life dog, and that was a thing that happened. But it was very fun. So thank you all for playing with me. That was cool.
It truly was a lottery system.
It-
So
I also have a lottery
Yeah.
system.
you
and
did
we played
too.
this morning or this afternoon. We started at 11:30. That's my morning. It was very fun. Probably an entirely different tone than the other games.
Sounded
Our
like
game
it.
ended with a cycle of isolation and hopelessness.
Yeah.
Very different, but it's still fun, and we got some good times out of it, along with a platy bear, which is a bear duck.
Platy
Nice.
bear. Oh, platy bear, like
A
a
platy bear, like a
platypus
platypus
bear.
bear. Really, it was a bear duck, which we decided is just a giant platypus with extra teeth.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense.
So I started calling it a platy bear. That sounds a little bit more Star Warsy.
So
true.
It was a very 2020. I'm just like, okay, so what do we think happens? We all die? Oh no, one person doesn't, and they just have to repeat this over and over. Amazing. Beautiful. Love that for us.
Oh, too real.
All right.
Hudson, what was
So
your favorite thing?
my favorite thing might have been the live show because I had a lot of fun with that. I thought that was really entertaining and well ran by Nick, well played by
Aw.
everybody.
Continue to say nice things about me.
Yep. I can only inflate your ego so much before it burst on the screen.
No, it's like a balloon. There's some holes in it, so it needs constant air. It just
Oh, got it. But no, that was a highlight. Other highlights. Yeah, the Q&A session was another highlight. I thought that went really well. And I enjoy doing the technicals for this because I'm a nerd and I like
I mean,
technology.
the real greatest thing about this weekend was my bag of sponge. Oh no, it's green.
Oh no!
It's green.
You could see through it. That's fun.
That's
Slightly
awesome.
see-through.
I didn't think about that.
uh,
Okay.
well, and worth calling out that the Q&As and some things like that is something that we do pretty regularly on our Patreon. We do those sporadically as well as movie nights and other things. So if that's something you're interested in and you're not already a patron, thank you to all our patrons because this kind of thing doesn't happen without the support that you all give us. But if that's something a cool club you're interested in joining, take a look. We've got links to it
In a
all
book.
in a book. It's
Reading Rainbow.
Thank you. It's the most relevant to my
We
background.
have a book. We have a
It
book.
is.
No, they're referencing Reading Rainbow,
Take
Hudson.
a look.
Oh.
It's in a book, Hudson.
Oh, I thought we were saying like, yes, we're making a book, and I'm like,
You know that
we're
one that's
making a
in our
book.
living room? Hudson, you know the one in the living room that's like made out of human flesh and has that like eyeball in it?
Oh, the one that screams at night? Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Ugh, yikes.
I love that book. It's a pop-up.
Anyways,
Well, Hudson, it's worth saying thank you for running tech for this whole thing.
thank
For
you,
Yeah,
and
helping
thank
me.
you,
thanks,
Like that was a
Hudson.
lot of work, I know,
uh,
and you're
th-
very cool.
thank you, chat, for the thank yous. I enjoy doing this. I actually have to do for my normal work. I do a live stream every 2 weeks, so it was good to expand into fun stuff instead of work stuff.
Yay.
Woohoo! And we have 5 minutes left to let's fill this time
Oh,
if
and
we want.
yeah, also remember that I think they will stay on Twitch for 2 weeks. I think Twitch keeps up videos for 2 weeks before taking them down. And then hopefully sometime over this week we will have them onto our YouTube channel,
Yep, I've already
which is
started.
also I believe Tabletop Squadron.
It is
Mhm.
Tabletop Squadron. They will be on there.
Yeah.
Also, I did not realize this, but our YouTube channel had no videos because all of the videos that we have previously done live streamed were unlisted or blocked.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I told you that the other day.
I forgot. So I have
I
released
told you
those.
that you hadn't actually uploaded any of the Twitch stuff that we kept saying we were going to.
So it is
You
now.
have them somewhere. They weren't uploaded.
I think I've lost one video maybe. I forgot what it was,
We'll
but
have to see.
everything else should be on there. Well, I'll double check. Basically, there's new stuff on there. If there's live streams on YouTube, based live streams you've missed in the past, um, they are on there right now. So feel free to go and check them out. Like the time we played Star Wars Minis. There was a
Ooh.
time when we did the Choose Your Own Adventure. Me and Lilith did a reading of Choose Your Own Adventure Star Wars. That's on there, and there's like one more that I think was like a special Q&A or something like that.
Yeah. And some of those videos are things that were done for the hot tub hangout level. So some of those I think are now available for everyone to see. But that's a kind of a good idea of some of the things outside of just like movie night or Jackbox games that the hot tub hangout level has. Because yes, we do have a Patreon. Uh, you can also get our secret archive that
We
has
have so
bloopers
much stuff in
and
there.
side things.
We do have a
And
lot
you
of
get
bloopers.
special Discord channels that, for example, has, I think at the Afternoon Delight level, I think which is the $3 level, uh, you get the Afternoon Delight category, and that has one of our best channels, Lilith's Chart Corner. So if you liked the memes from earlier or the opening ceremonies, that's that whole channel. It's just people posting various ranking charts, meme charts, uh like the character options or like pick who you are. Like it's that. It's a lot of fun and we argue, but in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
um the Tarkin's underwear drawer, all of the secret feed bonus content we have entire arcs in there. We have special guest stars. There's a lot of good stuff and like secret
Mhm.
backstory that gets referenced in the main one that you probably don't.
Uh
So if you like the show,
mhm.
Sometimes you'll get things a few months or weeks before everyone else does. Sometimes like the special episodes will go out to Patreon first. Uh There's the Toshi Station Movie Club, which is usually Hudson and I watching shows. We did The Mandalorian. There's also one for The Rise of Skywalker that I think was accidentally set for all Patreon levels. So I think everyone got that one. But
You're welcome.
there's a lot of you're welcome that I didn't switch it from all patrons to select tier.
Nice. And we
It's
also
very fun, and we'll do more of those.
wait. I haven't looked at our goals for Patreon in a while. We are
We
apparently
have one.
What are the goals?
What are
we've
they?
reached
Let
200.
me look.
Yeah. Do you want
Yeah,
to
so we
say
reached
them?
200. Let me see. I can pull this up real fast because I always have Patreon open. Oh no. Patreon, why are you like this? Why are you like this? Yes. Tiers. No. It's gold.
Goals.
Where?
Squad goals.
Oh my goodness.
That's very good.
I can screen share.
Why can't I find where to edit this? There we go. It was under advanced. When did that move?
Patreon's kind of struggling.
I screen shared as well just
Yeah,
for the
so
audience.
we hit our $100, we hit our 150, we hit our 69. We hit our
Nice.
at
Nice.
200. We have been able to hire a second transcriptionist slash pay our main transcriptionist more to do more transcripts and get through faster. We now have all of the main episodes of season 1 transcribed. Like the last 3 episodes are not yet up on the website. They've been sent to me. I just have to go through and put those in. So that is very fun. At 300, our goal is to think about maybe doing some more specific thing for merchandise instead of just the TeePublic, of maybe doing like enamel pins or very specific stickers, things like that. Even more t-shirt designs and stuff. And then the real goal.
Yeah, I forgot this goal. Do y'all remember
The
it?
real goal. Does anyone else remember this? Because I vaguely always in my head have this in mind.
Didn't even
Was this for 420?
Yeah,
This
was
is for 420.
I think I remember this one. Do you remember, Cameron?
At 420, we will buy life-sized cutouts of Star Wars characters and have a party with them.
Oh yeah.
We will dress them up and feed them pizza. Nothing weird.
I forgot.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Very good. I imagine we will cut little slices out of their mouths so we can push pizza through.
We'll have to make thin
So
crust.
Muller Duck, we've done this. Yeah, we just didn't save the footage.
So we did have a
We
pizza,
had a
party,
pizza
when we
party.
reached $69.
Yes, which sadly is lost to time.
That one might be the one that got lost.
Yeah, that's the one that got lost.
Because I think we forgot to fully download it before Twitch got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you end up having to make another pizza cake for posterity, I wouldn't complain.
Oh no, we have photos of the pizza
Yeah.
cake.
Damn.
It's just
Nice try.
no longer in a video, sadly.
Oh, Star Wars Family Feud. We did we still have that?
Yeah, we do. We still have it, just in case. I don't know why. But yes.
Such terrible questions.
Also,
Damn
this was very
smooth
fun, and
transition,
this-
Hudson.
this was our alternative to Gen Con. Gen Con is the main convention that we've been going to for the last few years. And so we did this during what would have been Gen Con. Well, I guess it still is Gen Con weekend because they did a virtual thing too. I just didn't go to any of it because I was doing this. This was very fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Next year may not be the same date.
we don't. Who knows what 2021 will bring?
I don't think 2021 will
knows?
ever happen. We're just gonna do 2020 again.
I don't. Oh, did anyone have a time loop on the bingo? I don't think so.
Don't
don't
I
think
don't
so.
think I have like island. No, I think I have like California falls off into the ocean, and I think that's the weirdest thing on mine. The rest are a little bit more obtainable.
Mm.
I mean, like I didn't think aliens was gonna be an easy one, but apparently,
Yeah.
what? Uh, but if you can at bit.ly/tabletop donate, there's also a link in our about section. We have a big list of various organizations and funds, and there's even some cards that have informational resources on it that aren't just monetary ways to support these places. Give that a look. If you can, 2020 is a weird fucking place. But like if you can, consider looking over that list, donating what you would have spent on travel to Gen Con or tickets or food truck food or a dice set or something like that, to one of those, and support a cause. There's a whole bunch to choose from things like a food bank or a U.S. food bank database, to like Trans Lifeline, to like the Okra Project. There's a lot of various places there.
I just scrolled through the whole list on stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
It's good stuff.
Oh, there's also one in our state, which is races, which offers free or low cost legal support to immigrants, which is definitely important right now, especially in
Mhm.
our state of Texas. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I think I think we're out of time.
yes,
I think
we are.
we've
We have
done it.
gone
Yeah,
a few minutes
we
over.
are.
We have closed the
So, yes.
ceremonies.
Dun,
Thank you
dun, dun.
for
Is it
joining
now
us for
time
this.
for the tears?
For crying. I was like, tears for yeah.
Crying is
We're sad.
all the time. All the time.
Big mood, unfortunately.
Hudson Silky McGee. That's my new name. All right.
Yeah.
Silky McGee.
Thank you,
All right,
everyone, for
yes.
coming.
Yeah, thank you all
Thank you for
for
coming.
tuning
Thanks,
in. That was great.
everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. This is a good substitute for a real convention.
I had fun.
Yes. I heard a dog.
Yep. Robin's shaking it out. She heard us
All
say
right.
that we were wrapping
Love
up.
So thank
you
you.
all.
And if you are a Patreon backer, we are doing
Yep.
the four of us will be playing Monster Prom. It'll be in the Discord. It'll be with the Jackbox Games channels, where we're just gonna rename them. It'll just be us playing it just because of like player limitations, but everyone will get to be like in the voice chat.
Yep.
So it'll be very fun.
All right. Thank
All
you
right.
all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Ta-da!